Against all odds, God restored Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria back to the nation of Israel during the War of 1967. Lost to Israel for thousands of years, this region contains the lifeblood and heartbeat of the Jewish people. Yet the struggle has not been easy. Propaganda, terrorism, and international pressure have been the constant companion of the courageous men and women who have dared to call this place home. I'm Rabbi Tuli Weiss, and these are the stories of Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, Israel's biblical heartland, God's land. Steve, I've met a lot of security people before, but I've never seen a security officer with tzitzit. You are not only protecting Israel physically, but also spiritually. There have been some high-profile terror attacks, including the kidnapping of the 3 boys. That's how we refer to them. Everybody, it's like one of our own children, God forbid, but we call them the 3 boys. Tell us about that attack.
They were actually standing in a junction that is a quarter of a mile from where we're standing right now. They were standing at that junction. They've been in yeshiva for 2 weeks. It's a high school, so these boys are 16 years old, but intense learning. It's a dormitory school, so they stay there for 2 weeks. Came Thursday night, they just wanted to go home, eat mom's cooking, they wanted to sleep in their own beds, and that's when they were actually hitchhiking at the junction, just below Alon Shvut. This is the town we were at, and the terrorists came past actually in a stolen Israeli car. So the boys saw the number plate. It was a yellow and black number plate. They were dressed up as Jews. The boys got in, and we know the end of the story, unfortunately. That was for 18 days we were searching for their bodies. When that attack happened, the boys were actually able to get out a phone call. But it must have been that the terrorists inside the car saw him making the call and they grabbed the phone. So the operator on the other end heard a rustling noise and then the line went dead.
What is it that motivates parents to want to raise their children here in Judea and Samaria?
I'll tell you that in terms of Rachel is only one of the 4 mothers, the matriarchs, that's not buried in Hebron. She's buried actually just behind where I'm standing now in Bethlehem, because we know the beautiful verse that Rachel is crying for her children. And actually at the memorial, there's a sign that says in Hebrew, Rachel is crying for her children. And we know that that's exactly a double play on that verse, because it's Rachel, the matriarch, who cries for every person that's killed in a terrorist attack, for all the destruction, all the pain that the nation of Israel has gone through, but not just crying for, it's not just Rachel, the matriarch, but Rachel Frankel, the mother of Naphtali, who was killed in 2014 in the kidnapping of the 3 boys. So it's very meaningful to live in an area, to understand, and not only to live, but to protect. For me, I must tell you, it's actually mind-blowing. So for me, this is the best place I could, as a South African Jew, come and live.
Security in this area is a real concern. But the security of Judea and Samaria is also what keeps all of Israel safe and all of the world more secure. Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria is not the West Bank, it is God's biblical heartland. For more information, visit www.keepgodsland.com.